You heard it here, Konnected Minds. Please subscribe, leave us a review, and stay with us. You know, when we started, right, you spoke about integrity, values that you have, and what you represent as an individual. Say you put your voice, and you have done that a few times. You put your voice in certain companies, certain industries, and vouch for companies' credibilities. And then all of a sudden, the people who watch you, listen to you, get drawn towards those companies, and then they get disappointed. How would you feel about it?
I also feel disappointed. And whenever I feel disappointed, I call the company to let them know, man, don't joke with my brand. And this is one of the reasons why. Let me give you an example. That's one of the reasons why, like these days when it comes to real estate, if you don't have a building that is there and you tell me that you're selling this particular building, you will never see me. You know, to tell me that, oh, we have a bare land and we need your money to build on it. Because, I mean, there have been situations where you go, they saw the ideas, the dreams to you, and then you use your brand, you put your brand at stake, and then you just let people know that, hey, this is the brand, reach out to them. And I don't even get anything out of these things. You know, it's more of me just sacrificing, letting people know that you can actually own a home in Africa, letting people know that it's about time to support African businesses. By the end of the day, they disappoint you and disappoint the people. I don't want to mention a particular brand here, but I'm trying so hard because there's this particular brand that I think I went there. They told me they're selling affordable homes. I went there and it's been years. The people are not getting the houses. And I even told them, like, yo, if you're able to provide for these people, whatever you need next time, I'll come and do it for you for free.
That's it.
But till today,
still hasn't been done.
Hasn't been done.
I think we should all do better, especially Africans on the continent. Because if we do better, it will attract a lot more people to come in.
It's hard. You know, I love supporting African brands, but I'll say that it sometimes can be very disappointing. You know, because you just want Africans to succeed. But at the end of the day, the same integrity that you have, you realize that this company does not have this kind of integrity. So at the end of the day, you vouch for so many people and they end up disappointing you.
Yeah.
It's just sad. And I don't know what I'm going to do about it. So right now, I mean, it's been hard.
It's been hard.
It's been really hard.
Yeah. Let me take you out of the hard place and then bring you back into something that you're a bit more comfortable with, which is for your entire time so far that you've been on YouTube, what has been the biggest challenge that you faced and how did you overcome that?
I think the challenges have been many. And the biggest is in terms of like my movement. Flight ticket has been one of my biggest challenges.
We'll buy you an airline, right? You need an airline.
Exactly. And the visa restriction has been a major challenge. For me, I barely see challenges. I barely see challenges.
Why is that?
Because I feel like it's part of my job, right? I'm supposed to go through these phases, you know, because in order for you to get more stories to tell, you have to go through certain phases. But when it happens, don't see it as a challenge. For me, I see it as one of those things, okay, it's a phase that you need to pass in life that will make you stronger. You know, I always tell my wife, whatever challenges that we are going through, to me, I feel like it actually makes me a tougher person. It makes me a tougher person so that next time when I'm telling a story or when I'm using my life to tell you a story, it's not something that I'm telling you because I got it from somewhere. I'm telling you a personal life experience. If I should sit down with you and tell you about my life story, we wouldn't get out of here. Even though I'm not too old, but I have so many challenges that I faced in life that if it were to be other people, they would have committed suicide. Do you understand? So when it comes to all these things, like, I mean, challenges of, flying, we talk about it. For African airlines to reduce the prices just because of the audience sake. But when it comes to me, that's not a challenge.
Right.
When it comes to visa restrictions, I always want to talk about it so that more Africans can travel within Africa freely. But when it comes to me, it's part of the phase that I need to go through, because in future, maybe if I get a chance to rule this country one day, I'll be like, hey, when I was young, I was moving from one country to another, and there were so much visa restrictions. So hey, now that I got opportunity to rule you, it's about time to crack all these things down. If I didn't pass through, I would never know. Because listen, let's talk about the leaders we have today. There's so much visa restrictions, but why are they not doing anything about it? One, they never experienced it. When they were in their countries, they were not traveling from one country to another with what do you call it, the ordinary passport. So they've never passed through all these phases. At the end of the day, why are you telling them to change it?
They can't relate.
Thank you. So I believe that all these things are just preparing you for something better and something great in future. So for me, I see it as a phase in life. I don't see them as challenges. So, I mean, for the audience, these are the challenges I have to talk about.
Right. See, in my business, right?
Yeah.
If I wake up one day and then I get a phone call from the manager at one of the shops, and then the person says that the pharmacy is burnt down, I'll be like, wow, okay. Well, maybe if it's just one, I'll be cool. But all of it burnt down, I'll probably, I will need time for myself.
Yeah.